So the click you heard was the device itself. Now I am going to go ahead and hit remote on. You'll hear that box click and the light switch will turn on. Okay? Now the light is on. Okay? Now I'm not gonna, you can see there's the switch. I'm not gonna touch it. And I can turn it off. And I can turn it on. And you can hear that click. Off. On. Okay? And if you come over here and look at the console, I can see those commands that are being exercised. Okay? I'm going to say off. I'm going to say on. Off. On. Off. On. Off. On. Okay? And I'm going to go ahead and clear that box. Now you can see the temperature, so I'm going to get the data again. And still the current's right around 50 degrees. But if you notice, the temperature went up a degree. Okay? Now here's the other portion that's going on behind the scenes that nobody knows. Okay? I've got a database and a SQL Server database, and I have threshold limits. So if I set my temperature to have a warning level at 50, okay, so I'm going to change that warning level to 50. Okay, now I'm going to minimize that. So what should happen now is when I go ahead and get data, okay, I get a temp warning, if you notice. Okay, that's got the time on it right now. I switch over here and I can look. I've got a temperature of 82. Okay, so which is higher than 50. Okay, so if I go back to the database and I change my value back, let's say I change it back to 90. Okay, so I'm going to have it warn me when it's 90 degrees. Okay, minimize this, and I get the data again. Okay, go over here, you can see my temperature. If I go back down here, I can see that it was successful. Okay, so you can essentially set threshold limits on temperature and any type of item that is collected in the database for that specific item. Okay, so I will go ahead and, let's, for grins, I'm going to set another value. How about voltage? If I go ahead and say I want the voltage level to be 40, for instance, and I say enter. Okay, and then I go back over to the console application and I hit get data. I can see that my current and voltage have changed, but also the voltage warning level. Okay, so as you can tell, it's very dynamic. It's all database driven, and it works. So I'm going to change this value to 100. I know this video is very crude. Actually, let's change it to 120. And that value is changed in the database. I can go ahead and do another get data, which got the data, and I should have success, and I do. And once again, remote on or off, on, off, on. I can clear that data, and essentially that is the story in a nutshell.